restart on old tires for Elliott on the bottom.
Except for the guys with new tires on top.
Well, that's a massive deficit there, especially on that not-preferred line on the bottom.
Yeah, and right now, Kyle Larson, he's just much more comfortable moving his car around the racetrack. He raced on Saturday. You see him right up the top of the black with the groove moving up the racetrack, and now he's back on the bottom, knows that's the fastest way around. But those guys up front struggled to get their cars to turn, and he was able to carry that momentum around with him.
But look at Blaney struggling to get down and get in line, and Bell, thank you guys, continue to be the fastest off pit road, put him up front in second place and got him around a hard car to pass than Blaney. Did it on pit road.
In yesterday's race, quite a bit of three-wide racing through the corners here as things sorted out. Chastain on the outside of Herbst, that's for 6th place.
Well, you already see how much more racy this racetrack is on this restart right here, being able to use that high groove compared to how it was at the beginning of the race. As you see, the one car, Ross Chastain, give the 35 of Riley Herbst a little shot up the racetrack, but not able to get to the bottom, and Chase Briscoe's able to get that position on him.
He hit him hard enough that it took him up the racetrack and opened the door up for Briscoe.
Yeah, and we've seen that one of Ross Chastain take off really good on all these restarts, but the last run he faded backwards. And
the biggest thing I want to see is what their tires look like at the end of the stage, because that's going to be about 115 green flag laps.
And I think in the worst case scenario, Larry, at the beginning of this race, right, I think that wear, if they don't look great, probably going to get a little bit better as the day goes on. So if they make it,
field to it, and look who's at the top of the field, Larson and Bell.
Regan?
Well, like before the break, you guys were asking about tires and what these tires that came off these cars look like. This is the tires off of the 20 car of Christopher Bell, and I can tell you, as you look across these dots and measure the wear on them, these tires look absolutely perfect. You got the right front here, maybe just a little bit of wear on the inner edge of what should be the right rear right here. But if I'm a crew chief and I see this, I'm really happy with it. Softer tires would look better than anything we've seen here in a long time.
well, Bell has obviously, well, he's had a good weekend first off. He won the truck race on Friday night. We know we've obviously seen him in victory lane here, but you know, the interesting part about where we're headed is still that bottom groove, right? Like we've seen the groove spread out and we've seen everything happen so far, but when does that bottom groove start to give up grip so that the top becomes more dominant than what it is right now? It just hasn't gotten to that point yet.
William Byron just went a second lap down to his teammate Kyle Larson. Rough day for the 24. Well, let's get an update on the drivers who did not pit during the one and only caution so far. Jamie.
Josh Barrett restarted second, and now he slipped back just 2 spots to 4th. Pretty nice gain for the driver who started 25th. Remember last race at Martinsville, he finished 10th, moved up 7 spots in the points. A lot of momentum on their side. Happy with their call. So far the car is good. They're just telling him that the guys that took tires can wrap the bottom a little bit better than he can on old tires.
Yeah, Martinsville, you mentioned, he had the biggest points gain of any driver in our last race. 9th place here, Denny Hamlin going around the outside. Chase Elliott.
Goodness. Ross Chastain, he just rammed into the back of the 2 car right there of Austin Cindric. So I'm not sure if...
About turned him into the wall.
Yeah, if there's something that went on or if he just hit him harder than he expected to.
Well, that's not the first contact today between those two.
You know, listen to Jamie's update on the 21. The 9 car, however, didn't get that good jump and you know, established up front with clean air, and he's mired back here in traffic at the deficit of old tires, struggling a little bit more.
12th right now, trying the outside on the number 1, going way up high, and there's Busher looking on. Right now, Cindric is in position to get the last stage point 12 laps from now.
Yeah, and unless Chase Elliott just has a big fade here in these last 11 laps,
still a game.
Still going to be a net gain for them.
That's right. And that's experience and wisdom, and Allen does that so well on top of the box for Chase Elliott, of knowing that, using his experience and making those gutsy calls. That's a hard call Because if it doesn't work, boy, you look bad. Confidence in your driver, knowing he'll hold his end of the deal up too.
Yeah, we saw Chase try to go back to the bottom that last lap, missed the bottom groove, and seems like right now that top groove is his best defense to be able to try to hang on to as many positions as possible.
Chris Buescher completes the pass of the 9. Daniel Suarez next.
See Ty Gibbs right there on the bottom of the racetrack trying to make up some of the ground that he has lost early in this race. Not sure how he got all the way back to 16th there, but definitely lost some spots as you see him trying to work under Zane Smith right here.
Well, when he